together at this place and at this time to celebrate Jerry and Kelly. The completeness of their love, the book of faith by which we as believers in Jesus Christ live, tells us that marriage is an honored event. For the reason of love of a man and a woman shall leave their home of their birth, to share in love and trust in a home of their own. Paul tells us that there are many events and different feelings in life. 3 are eternal: faith, hope, and love. But love, the love that is of God and from God. God is the greatest of them all. Without the love of God, we would be empty people and lack the power to face life and its problems, nor will we have any real hope for tomorrow. Who gives this woman to be married to this man? I do. We will have a scripture reading by Mr. Willie Brown.
How are you? Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
It's an honor for me to be before you today and to my best friend and his bride to be. While you're looking at your program, or you can get your Bible, you know I'll be reading from Genesis, the 2nd chapter and the 18th verse. While you're looking, I just want to say one thing. This is my daughter. I want y'all to know that. She has 2 fathers. From day one, when I first met her, she stole my heart. And the second time I met her, I had to tell her that I lost my oldest daughter in 1997, but I gained another one. And I want Kelly to know first that my son is unable to be here today in Alabama, but he told me to tell her that once she makes this commitment, she has a big brother. Now to my friend JJ, and I'm gonna be quick and easy here. This is a guy that I met when I first came to Belmont. We fell in love, I guess, with each other, and we have never had any difference. I met his family, and especially his mother. There's not a mother or anyone that can say that Miss Minnie is not a good mother. And I love her just like I loved my own mother before she passed away. This is short and sweet, but I want to get mine in first because I know there's going to be a lot of other throughout the day. Now, I will read the scripture, if you don't mind. It's coming from the 2nd chapter of Genesis, the 18th verse. Listen to this good now. And the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. Okay? I am alone, but don't worry about that. I will make him and help me for him. That's all I'm going to say. And I take my seat. And God bless this couple.
May all this couple has decided that they want to share testimonies with us this evening. The psalmist says, "Let the redeemed of the Lord say so." We have redeemed from the hands of the enemy. At this time, they will share their testimony.
First, giving honor to God for any blessing. Kelly, I bless my love you. I wouldn't say it. I thank you for the beautiful person, the wonderful person that you are. You look at my heart, and you find that we say to you. And it's awesome. God love you forever.
I knew you'd be short and sweet. So I had to write mine down. So bear with me, folks, because I want to add some backstory here. So I came to Charlotte in February 2004, just 24 hours after marrying Craig Forrester in the Oklahoma City Courthouse Chapel in front of an intimate crowd of about 20 or so close friends and family. February 2009, we built a home in Belmont to get my daughter Casey McDaniel into better schools. In October 2011, Craig was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic pancreatic cancer, and the next 5.5 years will become a whirlwind of doctor visits in an effort to stop or defeat the disease. I tried without success to find a church home in Charlotte, and in February 2016, I went to visit my grandmother in LaGrange, Georgia, and we got to talking about how I was renewing my search for a church home. She said that we should both pray on it, and the following week, while leaving the gas station that I visited 100 times before, always turning to the left, something told me to turn to the right. So I turned to the right, and at the end of that street, this church, Mount Pleasant Baptist Church. So I feel like it was God's hand that brought me to this church. And I became a member in April of that year. Just 12 months later, April Fool's Day, 2017, I could never have dreamed that I would be sitting in front of this altar, saying goodbye to my husband of 13 years. Over the course of that first year of grieving, I don't remember much. It was a dark and confusing place and time. But I found happiness through the fellowship of my new church family. I even joined the choir. And this doesn't mean I love them. Why they're here today. I became acquainted with JJ because he was the first person the pastor recommended when I asked if he knew anyone that might want to use my voice. So, JJ was my fill-in guy, and as fate would have it, February 2018, we were at the game together. I had 4 tickets, so I was there alone, and he was there with his friend Charles. And they came over to say thanks for the tickets, and then introduced me, took me to Claiborne's, which I'd never been to that place before. And we went for a dance, and that was the first time I'd danced with anyone outside my husband in over 14 years. And it sure was the first time that I danced or felt like dancing in a really long time. So I thank you, JJ, for making me want to dance again, and for always showing me your love. So later that same month, my friend Lisa came for a visit and pointed out to me that the cute usher was, in her words, jumping over the pews to speak with me during service. I started to pay better attention, and we started to talk to each other more often, sometimes not even in church. So now I would love to stand before you all and say that this budding romance was free from worldly sin. But as we got to know each other, well, I did say he was a cute usher. And we became much more than friends. Jerry Lane was the first person to get me to dance again or even feel like dancing. And he would continue to encourage me to do things that historically weighed me out of my comfort zone. He's not a perfect man, but he is a humble man. And he's a servant of the Lord and a very good man. So I knew I loved him when I was sharing how strange it felt to dance with someone new. And he simply looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Kelly, you did not die. You are still living." As for why we chose this date, I'm sure many of you are wondering, what's the rush? Well, 2 days after Milton Grier's birthday and 2 days before Charles Grier's birthday, my brother and father-in-law said, "I won't wait till you get to heaven." But that sounded like a really good day. And I sure didn't want to wait till next year. Then we had 750 people. And I'd have been crazy bridezilla. So, here we are. And I think I can sum it up best in 1 Corinthians 7, verses 7 through 9. "For I wish that all men were even as I myself. but each one has his own gift from God, one in this manner and another in that. But I say to the unmarried and to the widows, it is good for them to remain even as I am. But if they cannot exercise self-control, let them marry. For it's better to marry than to burn with passion. This marriage is not only an expression of love as it begins, but it's an act of obedience. Today I stand at this altar to exchange vows and rings with my new life partner, Jerry Lane Grier, the one that God made just for me at this time. I will blend my family once more, adding another mother, a son, a daughter, 2 grandkids, 6 sisters, and all of the nieces, nephews, cousins, brothers-in-law, etc. Countless other relatives that come with that. I can't express enough how happy I am that through God's grace, I've been blessed with this man, this family, and this marriage.
Love is a word that contains so much impact. We are often hard to define it. Someone said that love wants to give, and because it does, its prime goal is to make the other person happy. It is a desire to please the partner. It is the passionate and abiding desire of the part of 2 persons to produce together, and yet spontaneously express their individual in the context of marriage. Love is the soil and climate in which each can flourish, far superior to what either could achieve alone. As good as these definitions are, perhaps none have achieved the beauty and majesty the Apostle Paul, soaring description of God, kind that we find in 1 Corinthians, the 13th chapter. Now, will you please face each other and join hands? Jerry, would you repeat after me? Jerry, take you, Kelly, to be my wedded wife. To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day.
From this day.
To care for and to encourage.
To care for and to encourage.
In both good times and bad.
In good times and bad.
I promise to live for Christ.
I promise to live for Christ.
And with you in the full awareness.
With you in the full awareness.
Of trust and love.
And trust and love.
And with this commitment.
And with this commitment.
I pledge to you my love.
I pledge to you my love.
Kelly, would you repeat after me?
Jerry,
to be my wedded husband.
I take you to be my wedded husband.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day.
From this day.
To care for and to encourage in both good times and bad.
To care for and encourage in both good times and bad.
I promise to live for Christ.
I promise to live for Christ.
And with you.
And with you.
In the full awareness of trust and love.
In the full awareness of trust and love.
And with this commitment.
And with this commitment.
I pledge to you.
I pledge to you.
My love. Bring back that Heather. Jerry, would you place this ring on Kelly's 3rd finger and left hand? Would you hold it there? And repeat after me. Kelly, I give this ring.
Kelly, I give this ring.
As a visible token of my love.
As a visible token of my love.
And I give it to you as my own life.
I give it to you as my own life.
Kelly. Would you place this ring on Jerry's? Hold it there now. and repeat after me. Jerry, I give this ring
Jerry, I give this ring
as a visible token of my love.
as a visible token of my love.
And I give it to you
I give it to you
as my own life.
as my own life.
Having spoken words of testimony and commitment as to your love one for another, I, by the authority of this state and by the commission of God and Christ as a minister of the gospel, declares and proclaim to you that Jerry and Kelly are husband and wife. What God has joined together in this love, let no man, let no woman ever attempt to break or destroy. For no one hates his own body, but lovingly cares for it, just as Christ cares for his body, the church of which we are part. Now I'd like to say, the minister, God bless you, and I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Jerry Grier.